the Protégé from, is this 2021, Steve? You're better. I think it was 2021.
I've never heard of this film.
Me neither. Oh my God. Thank you, Steve. So the Protégé with Maggie Q, Samuel Jackson, Michael Keaton. Oh my God. This 4K Dolby Atmos, it's available for like $18 on Amazon, 4K and Dolby Atmos. I had so much fun with this movie. It is a really good home theater experience. I'm not saying it's like, I wouldn't go as far to say as it's like, a must own, but it's by the end of this movie, I was like, how have I never heard of this before? It's got everything we want. It was fun. It had a fun story. Samuel Jackson is great. It's Michael Keaton is awesome. Maggie Q. Oh my God. I had so much fun with this movie. And I've been dying to talk to you about this, Steve, because this takes Evil Dead Rise and just throws the drone scene out the window. This has a rival drone. Claim. Yeah, it is. This has a rival.
Steve's buying it now.
Drone scene in it. It's a fun scene. It's a funny scene, but it's a drone scene. And there's actually a couple of them. But when you see the first one, you're going to be like, all right, Deej, I like Evil Dead better, but that was pretty good. Or you're going to go, maybe that's a little better. I was blown away by that scene. A lot of it was, if I hadn't seen Evil Dead Rise and we haven't had our history with that, I still would have been blown away. It was a great scene, but it's so much better to me because it's like another great drone scene. There's a lot of fun stuff in this movie. I was the same way. I was like, I just hadn't heard of it. I don't know if it was, did you see have you found the date on it yet, Steve?
2021. Yeah, you were right.
Is it? Okay. So it's really, really good. I had the humor in it, there's dry humor. There's like some like, it's just a good read the synopsis of it. It's a skilled assassin confronts the dark secrets of her legendary mentor's past while seeking revenge for his murder. It's a blast. I couldn't believe that I hadn't heard of this before. And it's funny that you say that, Steve. I'd never heard of this. Check it out. It's really good. Have you heard of it, John?
No, I've never heard of it either.
What'd you say, Steve? Sorry.
It's on 4K disc in the US.
Yes.
And I can get it here for less than £20. So from Amazon.
Yeah, it's $18.99. Well, for me, it's $18.99.
Yeah.
Okay. It's completely passed me by. I've never even heard of it. So
Nelson in the chat. He's like, I've got the UHD disc of the Protégé. Fun, silly movie with a lot of my favorite actors. And it is. And it's like, and that's one of the things to me that you're like, how did this pass us by? We're talking to people all over the world, but we're not, how have I not heard of this before? I'm not saying we know everybody in the world, but oh my God, it was really good. And it's fun. See, Steve at in the chat, fun flick, one of Jackson's
many movies.
One of Samuel Jackson's 324,045 films. Good HT. And it was. It really was. Like I said, I'm not saying you're going to be like, oh, wow, this is a must-own reference disc. But for something that I hadn't heard before, and that's why you hate, and Steve at saying in the chat, the Blu-rays in Atmos as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So, it's, but yeah, I can't really comment on the 4K. It's not like I was sitting there going, oh my God, the black level's so deep. It just looked really good. The whole movie does. It just looks really good. Sounds really good. It was so much fun. Brockstar Protégé was a lot of fun, silly fun. I don't know. How did we miss this? So that's what we're here for. Glad I tried it. And, man, Yeah, so much fun. So, and I can't wait for you guys to see it now, and then we'll talk about it again.
Yeah.
It's an Amazon original in the UK.
Oh, is it?
So it's free on Amazon Prime in the UK. Yeah.
I'd own it. I'd get the. I would own it. This is definitely one to own over. Get the physical version of this so that you get the full Atmos and not, what I'm going to talk about later. The sound just wouldn't compare. And I mean, sure, it would be good, but if you typically buy physical, then grab the physical version. So, all right. Let's see. What do we got? Thanks for watching this clip from our live stream. If you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, hit the subscribe button so you can get the alerts on when we go live and when more clips come out. And don't miss out on the audio-only podcast that comes out on Tuesdays called Takeover Tuesdays, where listeners take over the show. I have other guests, and we just chat home theater. You can find it on any podcast streamer that you use. Thanks for watching. Hope to hear from you in the comments. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button.
Hey, Fred.
This has been a Hey Fred production with theme music by Jeff Bernhardt and Throne Vault Productions.